Hey, and welcome back to episode 30, Techs-Mechs Colony Fiesta Mail. Winter is less than a day from getting out of having terrible body partially built. We do have our anti-solar shield up and running, and the jail is pretty much built out at this point. We've got the basics laid down in order to get the cooler set up for the back end where it has to be kept chilled. All this continue to have Alzheimer's breakdowns, fortunately. But we're making good progress. Things are going well. We just need to go ahead and get some things taken care of and cleaned up. Isn't that always the problem? We do need to step up our power generation a little bit, so we started research into drilling for oil, because that's basically the process down to chem fuel but better. So that's good. That saves us having to I don't know, burn something, dye plants. No, can't use dye because it doesn't have. What were we doing? Vegetarian something? Potatoes? I don't know. We need more power. We need more power sources, which means we need to start ramping that up. Got defenses much more heavily locked down. We did pick up 2 more defending robots last episode, and that's actually a pretty good thing. It means that unless things get really bad, we don't need to risk our actual fleshy colonists anymore, which is great. We just need more robots. We need more robots. We need more robots and more robot helpers. Because right now the issue is still overall man labor. The Constructobots are good, but there's limits to what they can do, you know? So, we'll see how this goes for them. I'm not particularly concerned about blocking off the steel because we don't really need it right now. Worst case scenario, we can come back and remove the walls and chop it all down, and just let that go as it goes. But for right now, we're fine. Get the research done. Come on, Winter. 4 hours. You can do it. You can do it, Winter. 3 hours. Just a quick look to see what other rituals we're short on. We could do a conversion ritual soon, which doesn't give us points. But we do have... that's literally it. We could try another burning. A wild man has wandered in. What if we did that? So we can attempt to tame him, which wouldn't be bad, at least. Let's take a look at these stats. A slow-learning, bloodlusty misandrist. Really dislikes men. So there's that. I have questions. Self-loathing, I suppose. We would need to convert them first, so there's that. Oh, wait, they're 17. They're super edgy. That makes sense. They're not really bad, though. We can tame them. We'll turn them on to the glory that is transhumanism. Is Winter out? Winter is out. All right, let's take a quick look here. Zoom in. Winter. What is your... Okay, what changed for you? Hearing loss in both ears, cataracts, frail with a bad back. I don't know what actually got repaired with you. That's mildly concerning. We need more nutrition loaded, but we could try it. 20 days, 10 for transhumanists. You probably picked something that wasn't all that important, which is unfortunate. But you know what is better now? Since she's done, we can go back to Hall, which means, oh no, we can't treat Alzheimer's with this. Did not notice. We could treat the left eye scratch. I wonder what way we have to deal with the Alzheimer's. Short of just gutting the brain and replacing. Looks like our only options for dealing with the Alzheimer's would be a healer mech serum. So that may be what we have to deal with. In fact, let's just go ahead and throw Hall in here anyway, so it'll fix all the other conditions. Oh, that's right, we don't have the glitter world medicine. Hmm. Mm-hmm. We gotta get tricksy here. Could probably use an exotic goods salesman. Cool. Oh, there's a lot of things going on at once. So we got a bulk goods trader that we just called. There's an exotic goods trader that showed up on its own. That's good. Let's see what we can get out of it. Alright, so out of this bulk goods trader, shockingly, they had some robots. They had a cleaner tier 3, which we don't really need, just makes them faster, and so far we're not at that point where we need it. But they did have a tier 4 robot for heal doctor. They had an emergency doctor, which is outstanding. Puts it at a doctor score of 16, which is amazing. We need that. And means we should probably set up an actual proper medical infirmary. We'll probably stick it up in our tech room with the other biofeedback devices. And we're just going to trade off in order to make up the cost of that, because it's almost 7,000 silver. Plus, pick up most of the rest of theirs. We're just going to sell off some of our excess eggs and milk. So we have excess of both. So that gets us some extra silver, and we're going to install this ER bot up here, stick it next to the skull spike, and we should probably set up some actual proper medical stuff, because right now the cleanliness is 0. We don't have like clean tiles down, but we also don't have it dirty. We're going to call our robotic surgeon Stabby. That's just the way it needs to be. That works out well. We've already restricted them to the home zone. We could unrestrict them and they would go out and retrieve people who are injured out in the field. But I don't see that we're going to be doing that. So I don't think it's really good. Now we're going to go ahead and flag these for medical. So they'll turn them blue, which is good. And we'll go ahead and set up the storage for this shelf for medicine. Now we're going to do both our glitter world and our regular medicine. And this will be a critical importance task. So if people do get injured, they should get hauled up here first, where the medicine will already be waiting for them. It also gets the glitter world medicine near the bio chambers, which is a good place to have it. All continues to break down faster and faster as the days go by. I have concerns. So we can't really do any operations on him for this. I mean, short of ripping things out. Actually, will Luciferium cure Alzheimer's? That's a terrifying question that I'm going to ask anyway. Every 6 days, 1 dose. We've got 24 Luciferium now. It's a couple of years. I think we'll probably be fine, yeah? Let's do it. Let's give Hall some Luciferium. And then let's make sure that Hall has a policy that allows the Luciferium to work. So we got the set for this, which should be for addictions. There we go. We're going to have him keep one... No. We're going to copy this. This is going to be safe for policy, Lucy. And they're going to carry 1 on them. And then we'll just set Hall to that one. So they will always have 1 on them. Luciferium. So reduced pain, improved consciousness, improved moving, improved sight, improved blood filtration, boosted blood pumping, boosted metabolism, boosted breathing rate, and once a season, I believe, it'll randomly heal something. So let's see how this works. He now has a need for Luciferium visible on his needs tab. He'll automatically consume the drug to fulfill his need. If he cannot get any, he will go into withdrawal, which will kill him. Luciferium, you can't undo. Once you're on Lucy, you're on Lucy. for the rest of your life. If the nanites in your bloodstream are not refreshed, they break down and your body fails. So, a horrible way to go. But I feel like it's less of a risk than dying from Alzheimer's taking the brain. So we're going to try this and see how it goes. Exotic goods trader here. We're going to use them to pick up some more Glitterworld medicine and some more Luciferium. So bringing us from 22 plus the dose that Hill currently has in his pocket up to 64. Which, that's plenty long enough. I don't have any concerns or reservations with that. This brings our Glitterworld medicine total up to 10. So that's good. It's very good. Don't have any. What do you mean? Okay, let's do a stockpile order right here, and the only thing going to be allowed in it is Luciferium. It's going to be critical. We're going to keep it in the midst of our storage in the cold. Not that it goes bad, but at least there I'll know where it is. Probably. Alright, progress goes ever onward. So the jail has been relocated. We've closed part of this off. Some of this needs to be closed in the rest of the way still. But once that's done, we can get rid of some of this stuff. Why? Oh no. We have a mad immature dryad. That's unfortunate. I mean, he's not going to make it very far because he's just going to get smashed in. But anyway, the jail has been relocated. We've got the nutrient paste dispenser set up, and we need to go in and copy and paste the settings from one to the other hoppers. That'll solve that issue. We can go ahead and deconstruct these. We can't reinstall them, unfortunately. Would have been nice to be able to pick them up and eat them, but it is what it is. And we're just going to make sure that things look cleaned up as they go, so that's all done as extra. So we can go ahead and strip these out so they're not visible, because it's sad and upsetting when that's the case. And same thing here, we have an alternate loop around instead, so we can go ahead and select these as well and delete them. And in fact, actually, we're going to go in here and select all these interior walls and deconstruct them, and we'll put in more floors. And we have just doubled the size of our cold storage, which is great. That means if we need to do things like hold a large number of bodies, we can do that now. Hey, the wild man has been joined to us. That's cool. So we got Ram. Let's take a look. We've got the social stuff. Global certainty loss factor, 20%. Slow learner trait. That's the thing. Let's see how it goes. Why did you eat a corpse? Ram, I don't understand this. You're kind of in a weird spot there, my friend. But that's okay. So Ram didn't have a whole lot of work that they can do. So for now, we're going to leave them as kind of a busybody. We might eventually put them into more resource-based work. We do have the research done for that. We're halfway through chemfuel refining, so we can start doing things like drilling for oil. We need a resource console first, which I think we're going to stick up here in our science room. Oh, more than one thing happened at once. So Ram tried to convert Ari to his ideal agent, which led to a social fight. That's not great. Ari, please no. Please no. And we've also got a group of mechanoids from the Unthmerd mech hive via transport pods. Where are they landing? Up here. Cool. I'm fine with that. Let's put everybody into emergency mode. And let's fix Ram so that Ram is in the same as everybody else. Problem solved. Also, the robots now can't leave. What do we got going on? We got 4 of them. They're all scythers. Cool. We can deal with that pretty easy. Watch how this works. Draft them up. Protective bot goes here. Defender bot goes here. Shooty mech bot It's going to go up here, and a body mech shoot's going to go here. So they will step out and shoot through these as the enemies come nearby. Okay, so we got the sentry guns going. Oh, those beautiful drill shots there. We did never fix that blown up sentry turret. We should probably do that. But they're all down. That's the important part. And we're done. Turn off emergency mode. And we've got a trade with Gorgeddon quest. They want 480 chinchilla fur. Get a masterwork monosword out of it. That wouldn't be bad. Do we have that much chinchilla fur? Like, I know we have a lot. Do we have that much? Yep. Yep, we do. Alright, so quest time. Where is this? How far away is that? 2.5 days. Okay, that's something we can deal with. Problem is, again, we don't have the vegetable goods to allow us to make travel rations. So this is going to get interesting. Let me clean this up first and think on how I want to do this. Alright, so some of that's been cleaned up now, which is good. We started work on replacing some of these things with auto doors where they're necessary, which is also good. The only drawback is the mod that lets us replace things without first deconstructing them doesn't work with auto doors versus regular doors. So that is something we're going to have to clean up as we go, one at a time. It's not that big a deal, but it is still a deal. We'll get there. These do eat a little bit of power, though, 50 watts per. So we do need to make sure that we have everything else in order to protect against running out of power. Did this get relooped? That did get relooped. Sweet, we can deconstruct that as well. All of our orders are still in place. What is our kitchen bot doing? Resting. Okay. Rest. That. I think we're going to expand out our hop farm. Just because we're going to need more of it. Psychite's doing just fine, though. We do have our resource console here. So we do need to take a look and see what's going on with some of this stuff here for oil. But first, we're going to set up another research project. We could do Syntholine, but we don't really need this stuff yet. I think we're going to go back to fabrication as well. Oh, that's a lot of markers up there on that map. This is a big mechanoid cluster. Initially dormant. Well, let's see what happens. There's also an exotic goods trader who showed up. So let's see what badness is going on here. Oh, this is big. It's got walls. It's got a climate adjuster making the temperature 10 degrees cooler everywhere. They landed on a monkey and killed it. Just going to go to emergency mode here. What do we got going on? We got 3 auto charge turrets and a mini slugger turret. The problem is they don't have great visibility. If they can see that way, could go up through the river and down and around and then hit them up close, or we could just come out and go this way-ish and around and then get up in here. I kind of like that thought better. There's a proximity activator that'll trigger things and a mechanode, so we'll get some mechanoids that airdrop in when we do this, but it's not too terribly bad otherwise. We're going to sit here and take these out one at a time. We got those as part of that. That's cool. If we get the right explosions, it's going to drastically minimize the amount of work we have to do here. Alright, let's see what they have for sale. They're an exotic goods trader. They don't have any Luciferium, though, so their usefulness to me is kind of reduced. We'll grab their medicine. Problem solved. That's taken care of. Now, the problem we're going to come into is we need to shoot this thing without triggering the proximity alerts. I'm pretty sure once this blows up, it's going to deactivate the whole thing, and the proximity alert will go dormant. We don't need to worry about them airdropping things in. I might be wrong. We'll find out in the next salvo or two. There we go. Mech cluster buildings have been defeated. It has expired. We're going to deconstruct that. We'll deconstruct this. We're going to select all these walls because they're steel. Deconstruct them. Same thing with the barricades. Grab all this. Mark it as haulable. Look at our robots. Constructo Joe and Joe Jr. going at it super fast. That worked out well. Colony's doing pretty good in the face of nastiness. We can have another ethical fiesta and try again in 4 days, which wouldn't be bad. We can try a conversion ritual on Ram right now. But if he's not dropped in... Not really, no. He's still at 100%. This may be a long one, y'all. We do have the Awoken Party. Let's do the Awoken Party. Might get a new recruit that way. In fact, do we need to have all of our robots here? We need all but one. So we're going to leave Body McShoots behind and have this Lantern Festival and be done with it. In fact, we're going to take ourselves out of emergency mode in the process because there's no reason staying there. Yay! Oh, here we go. All right. Let's take a look. So a whole bunch of things popped up here at once. So we got a beautiful Awoken Party. Everybody gets a +6 mood, which is great. We got friendly travelers who've been attracted. They'll visit, leave a gift. That's outstanding. And we got an extra development point, which is also great. We can do a reformation that way. And let's see what we got going on here. We got Brio and Kekum. And Gatoxi. Cool. That worked out well. And we can do a reformation. So we have some options here. We're going to think on this a little bit. But we can add or remove a meme. I feel like the Rancher has kind of gone against us a little bit. Can we both remove and add at the same time? No, we can only do one or the other. Okay. So is there something here we'd like to add more than we keep? I don't know. We'll think on this, and we'll change it for next episode. But right now, we're in a pretty good spot, and I'm liking that. Our jail's up and running. It's looking beautiful. We need to get some lights in here, though, because, well, the longer we go without lights, the more insects are to burrow up from the deep beneath. And that's not going to be fun. So let's do that. In fact, we should probably do some lights here for the exact same reason. So we're going to go ahead and mark this to be smooth. Joe or Joe Jr. should come smooth this here shortly once the lights are built. There we go. Go ahead and build another copy of the light here once they finish smoothing it over. Bam! Also, that cures the fact that when people are practicing their long-range shooting here against the combat dummies, they can't see, so they're missing and shooting the walls. And this will fix that issue some. You're taking off in leaps and bounds, finally. We need to get somebody else done with some sort of medical stuff, though. How long can we... until we can stuff Winter back in? We can throw another bioregion cycle on her. Man, let's hope it's not that left leg stab scar. I feel like she had another scar, and that's what got healed last time. Leave a comment with your thought on what she's going to get healed, and whether or not you think it's the stab scar. Because let's be honest, with the luck this colony's had, it's going to be the stab scar. Cool, they left us another sacrificial flag. So we can install that down here. Use that for another ceremony. 3 days. But first, a conversion from RAM. Let's see how this goes. See if we can convince RAM and their 17-year-old edginess that they should really be a transhumanist. You'd think this would be easier. We'll see. Oh, here's some fun things we've learned. There are not one... Oh, this is one big... Ooh, one big oil well. We can technically steal oil into this one. It's got a little bit there, but not enough. It was an ineffective conversion ritual. That's unfortunate. We're going to go ahead and throw this down here. So we've got 300,000 units of oil there. We'll throw a second one down up here if we need to, but for right now we don't. You know what? We don't need this fence here. We're just going to go ahead and deconstruct it, because that's eating up a tiny bit of extra food. Not enough to particularly matter, but... Quality was 51%. Well, we didn't get any development points. What are Ram's thoughts? Still maxed out. That's unfortunate. How long? 20 days? Once this oil well is built, we can start working on that and pulling the oil out into crude oil storage, which we're going to stick... we should try to make this a little bit organized. We'll do that there. That way they're connected. I think we need power. Pretty sure we need power. And we can refine it with a crude cracker. Nobody has the level of... Oh no, this is not good. We need 10 construction. Nobody has it. We need a more skilled robot. Because we pull up construction. We've got a 9 out of Sir. He's 2/3 away to the next level. We could... You know what? Let's do this. Let's have Sir... Oh, no, I can't do the oil well building. It's too low. What does this require? Also requires 10. Oh no. Okay. So we need to work on that some. We need a tier 3 robot, tier 3 construction robot, or we need to get Sir an extra third of a level in construction. That will put a halt to our power needs for the time being. The plan was to get oil up and running, and then we could just shut all these down and use the big chem fuel generators instead. And that would have been great. Could just put in a second wall here, and it would have been fine. Wouldn't have been any problems. But obviously that's not the case. So, we'll see. You can't tell right now, but I'm glaring. 10 days. We'll see how this goes too. I'm not very, no. I'm not very certain of that. Ancient structure booty. You've learned of an ancient complex nearby that's said to contain ancient treasure. You can break in and collect the loot inside. But these may draw a variety of threats. You know what? I think we're going to leave that one alone. And all these work sites. Eventually we need to actually work on our relics. Because those were, 5 years ago. Has it really been that long? Look at that. This colony has been alive for 356 days, and 60 days is a year in RimWorld. So we are almost at 6 years. This colony's lasted longer than I thought, considering how it started. But I think this is going to be a good point for us to end this episode. Thanks for watching. I invite you to click the like button down below if you enjoyed what you saw. If you're not subscribed, feel free to click the subscribe button. That'll get you notified when new videos go live. Until next time, stay safe and stay goose.